Hey, I am so happy to finally do the video that explains my channel. It's the sun has risen today. I slept in till 4 o'clock, which would be about 2 hours later than when I normally wake up. I just wanted to make sure that that I explained what I want, where I really want to go with my Facebook page and my pagan practice. I want to help people reconnect with a spirituality on a daily basis, on everything they do. I do not believe that cooking is separate from spirituality. I don't believe saying hello to someone when you're downtown is separate from our spirituality. It is all-encompassing because the way we treat each other, the way we behave when nobody is looking, all has to do with a spiritual aspect. As far as it comes to food, I am a foodie. I bought my first cookbook in 3rd grade, which made me about 8 years old at the time. And at 10, I wanted to go to Le Cordon Bleu and be a chef. And I have accomplished that. I also have a bachelor's in business administration and management. I have worked very hard for where I've gotten. But I also want to talk about something, and I probably won't bring this up a lot, but my love for history and the Middle Ages led me to a group of people called the Society for Creative Anarchisms. Not anarchy, anarchisms. It was coined by Marianne Zimmer Bradley, that wrote The Mists of Avalon. She came up with the title for the group. Wonderful group of people. I'm still friends with many that are still involved with that group. But one of the things that came out of that was the respect for hospitality and the noble idea of hospitality, and also just the sacredness of hospitality. The entire book of or the writings of Odysseus is based on good and bad hospitality. It was so sacred to our ancestors, and it's something I think is lacking in modern society. I open my home to whoever needs it. I feed people on a regular basis when they don't have they don't have the sustenance that they need. I support. I don't support several charities, but I certainly give to them. My house was built by volunteers after in 2007. You can Google this or look it up on YouTube. In 2007, a tornado destroyed about 98% of my hometown. They told us to say 95% because nobody would actually believe 98. And the hospitality that we extended, there's a reason why the CBS morning show put in a park for the kids here. They showed up, they were doing their thing, and they were like, what a wonderful community. And yes, we have our factions, and like any town, big or small. And so, you know, for instance, my parents not so keen on renewable energy and sustainability, but that's my parents, and we are a living, walking, you can walk through the town and see what we've done to rebuild as a green community, and not everybody's for that. I know my dad wanted just 10 buildings put up downtown so we would have a place to shop. I'm glad they waited, because every time I leave my house I tend to lose money. But anyway, so what I want this channel to be on YouTube and on Facebook, and I'm working on a web page, a website. I want it to be something that gives out helpful things, tips and such. I know many of you watch my roasted garlic video, but that's not all it is. For instance, right now I'm using up the pumpkins that I bought for Samhain, and that is, I still have those 3 pumpkins, and I plan on cooking them this week. In the meantime, I'm also getting ready for Yule. Now granted, I don't have someone to operate my camera, and I'm still working on camera angles so you can see what I'm doing in the bowls. In fact, the last one I did, because I had to turn the screen around, it was all upside down, and I was like, oh, here we go, oh no, here we go. It's a learning experience for me, and I think that's what life is all about anyway. But for Yule, I have several things I want to do, not the least of which is a Yule log. But that requires getting marzipan and things like that. You don't have to do it at home, but I've progressed beyond my simple basic one. 2 years ago, when the full moon was going through a lunar eclipse, that was really cool that night. Anyway, there's that. I have several other things, videos I want to make this week, but I just wanted to let everyone know what I really truly believe, and that is, stay true to your path. Stay true to where you're going, which for all of us is the top of the mountain. One of my mentors, Laura Peterson, says there's many paths up the mountain. Not all of my friends agree with that, but they wouldn't be my friends if they didn't agree with it on some level. So anyway, this is the video. It's not going to be edited, simply because I wanted to make it and get it on. I still have pumpkin seeds to do today. My pumpkin soup is going to have to wait till Friday. I did not realize you cannot buy brown rice in this town until last week. And that'll be something that you need for that recipe, which is very simple. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and just wanted to let you know where I'm coming from and where we're going.